Hello everyone, welcome back to our grammar class. Today we will learn about reading comprehension. Reading comprehension means a passage will be given to you, it may be seen or unseen, and you need to answer the questions they are asked based on the given passage. Now some of the points are important to keep in mind while you give answers of the comprehension passage. The first one is read the passage twice to understand the theme and the main idea given in the passage. You have to read it again to understand better. Second point, after reading the passage, read the question based on the passage. Search for their answers in the passage. You have to write the answers only from the passage. Go through the question and answers again. Once you have got the answers, then you need to check again your answers in the passage. Now write down the answers in your own words. It is very important to write in your own words. You cannot write the same sentences given in the passage. You have to frame your own answer. Avoid reproducing parts of the given passage. Also, don't give any comments or opinions. Whatever questions are being asked, it has to be answered based on the paragraph. What is given in the paragraph? You cannot write your own opinion, what do you believe, what do you think, or you cannot write any comments. You need to write the answers only based on the passage given to you. See that the answers are clear, brief to the point, and free from irrelevant details. You need to make sure that whatever question has been asked, only that points has to be given in the answer. No extra information is required. Use the same tense in answering questions in which they are asked. Whatever tense they have asked the question, the same tense we need to use while answering the question. Revise your answer and correct spellings and grammatical mistakes. Once you have written your answer, you need to check again the spelling and if any grammatical mistakes in your answer. Let's read the first reading comprehension in your notebook, in your textbook, lesson number 27. This is a story of two brothers. This is a story. You need to read it and then based on the passage, they have asked you some questions that we will try to write the answer. Two brothers. Two brothers set out on a journey together. At noon they lay down in a forest to rest. When they woke up, they saw a stone lying next to them. There was something written on the stone. They tried to make out what it was. Whoever finds this stone, they read, let him go straight into the forest at sunrise. In the forest, a river will appear. Let him swim across the river to the other side. There he will find a she-bear and her cubs. Let him take the cubs from her and run up to the mountain with them, without once looking back. On top of the mountain he will see a house, and in that house he will find happiness. When they had read what was written on the stone, the younger brother said, let us go together. We can swim across the river, carry off the bear cubs, take them to the house on the mountain, and together find happiness. I am not going into the forest after the bear cubs, said the elder brother, and I advise you not to go too. In the first place, no one can know whether what is written on this stone is the truth. Perhaps it was written in jest. It is even possible that we have not read it correctly. In the second place, if what is written here is the truth, suppose we go into the forest and night comes and we cannot find the river. We shall be lost. And if we do not find the river, how are we going to swim across it? It may be broad and swift. In the third place, even if we swim across the river, do you think it is easy thing to take her cubs away from a she-bear? She will seize us, and instead of finding happiness, we shall perish, and all for nothing. In the fourth place, even if we succeeded in carrying off the bear cubs, we could not run up a mountain without stopping to rest. And the most important of all, the stone does not tell us what kind of happiness we should find in that house. It may be that the happiness waiting us there is not at all a sort of happiness we would want. In my opinion, said the younger brother, you are wrong. What is written on the stone could not have been put there without reason. And it is all perfectly clear. In the first place, no harm will come to us if we try. In the second place, if we do not go, someone else will read the instruction on the stone and find happiness, and we shall have lost it all. In the third place, if you do not make an effort and try hard, nothing in the world will succeed. In the fourth place, I should not want this thought that it was afraid of anything. The elder brother answered him by saying, the proverb says, in seeking great happiness, small pleasures may be lost. A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. The younger brother replied, I have heard, he who is afraid of the leaves must not go in the forest, and also beneath a stone no water flows. Then the younger brother set off and the elder remained behind. No sooner had the younger brother gone into the forest than he found the river, swam across it, and there on the other side was a she-bear fast asleep. He took her cubs and ran up the mountain without looking back. When he reached the top of the mountain, the people came out to meet him with a carriage to take him into the city, where they made him their king. He ruled for 5 years. In the sixth year, another king who was stronger than he waged war against him. The city was conquered and he was driven out. Again the younger brother became a wanderer, and he arrived one day at the house of the elder brother. The elder brother was living in a village and had grown neither rich nor poor. The two brothers rejoiced at seeing each other and at once began telling all that had happened to them. You see, said the elder brother, I was right. Here I had lived quietly and well, while you, though you may have been a king, have seen a great deal of trouble. I do not regret having gone into the forest and up the mountain, replied the younger brother. I may have nothing now, but I shall always have something to remember, while you have no memories at all. So this was the passage about the two brothers. Now they have given some questions. We will read the question and try to find out the answers. But make sure when you are writing the answers, you need to write the answer in your own words, frame the answers and write. You cannot write the same sentences given in the passage. The first question is, according to the instructions on the stone, what would be there on the other side of the river? Second question, what had to be done with the cups? Answer 1. You can write this way. These are some of the solved answers, so you will get an idea how to write it. According to the instructions on the stone, there would be a she-bear and her cubs on the other side of the river. Second answer, the cubs had to be taken away from the she-bear. Now if you see the question number 3. Question number 3. What were the elder brothers' doubts regarding the following? The writing on the stone, the river, taking away the bear cubs, running up the mountain, the happiness at the end of the journey. So in question number 3, they have asked 5 different points to be written, and we need to write it separately like this. First, the elder brother was not sure whether what was written on the stone was the truth or it was just written in jest. B answer, He also had doubts about being able to swim across the river and wondered what they would do if it turned out to be broad and swift. C answered. The elder brother also said it was not easy to take a bear's cub away. He said that the bear would seize them. Answer D. He also said that they could not run up the mountain without stopping for rest. Answer E. The elder brother also had doubts about the happiness the stone said they would find at the top of the mountain. He thought, what if that was not the happiness they were seeking? So this is the answer for question number 3. Question number 4. What 4 reasons did the younger brother give for the following instructions? The younger brother said, firstly, no harm would come to them if they tried. Secondly, someone else will read the instruction on the stone and find happiness instead of them. Thirdly, if they did not make an effort and try hard, nothing in the world would succeed. Finally, he did not want to live with the thought that he was afraid of something. Question number 5. What kind of happiness did the younger brother find on the top of the mountain? At the top of the mountain, the younger brother was received by some people who came with the carriage that took him to the city. He was made the king and he ruled for 5 years. So this way you need to answer in your own words. Question number 6. Why did the younger brother have no regrets in the end? The younger brother had no regrets in the end because he had come back with memories, while his elder brother had none at all. Question B. Find one word from the passage for each of these expressions. Feelings or thoughts about something not based on facts. Words engraved on the stone or metal. A person who lives a nomadic life. Expressed great happiness. So for this you need to find out one word which means the same and it is from the passage. So this is the answer. The first one is opinion, second is inscription, wanderer, and the fourth one is rejoice. So with this we complete our passage 1. Thank you.